You're on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Bible reading. Go on, Sherm, go, go, go. His stomach's acting up again, so he's headed to the bathroom. I want to start the video by first saying a great big, humongous thank you to Michael, Joy, and Logan Cairns, and they know why. They know why. Thank you so much. It was truly a great, big blessing for us. Looking forward to enjoying it tonight, and I just enjoyed some a minute ago. So did Sherm. Thank you so, so much. And your card was so beautiful. Okay, guys, we are going to start with John. We're in the book of John today. So John chapter 1, verses 1 through 28. Feels so much better. Okay. Oh, sure. Looks like Sherm will be back on the prednisone. Alright. The Word became flesh. Now, when they're talking about the Word, and they start talking about like a person, the meaning of this, they're talking about Jesus. They're talking about Jesus here. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life. That life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. They're referring to John the Baptist, who is actually Jesus's first cousin. John the Baptist was born a few months probably before Jesus. Mary's sister, older sister Elizabeth, who was an older woman at the time, was pregnant with John. About 6 months pregnant with John when Mary was told by the Holy Spirit that she would be having Jesus, having a baby, the Son of God. Okay. There's a whole long story about that I could go into, but I don't stick to this right now. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, concerning Jesus, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light, to pave the way. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. They're referring again to Jesus. He was in the world. This is so heartbreaking, but it's so true. Listen. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. No, you know what they did to him. Tortured him, basically, and then crucified him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, and still do, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision, or a husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh, and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. John testified concerning him. He cried out, saying, "This is the one I spoke about when I said, 'He who comes after me has surpassed me, because he was before me.' Out of his fullness we have all received grace in place of grace already given. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God but the one and only Son, who is himself God and is the closest relationship with the Father, has made him known. Now, when John was talking about Jesus coming before him, he wasn't talking about being born before him, because John was born before Jesus. He came before Jesus. But he's talking about Jesus was already, he had already existed. He was already in heaven. He was already, here. That's what he's referring to. John the Baptist denies being the Messiah because they start harassing him. So now this was John's testimony when the Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to ask him who he was. He did not fail to confess, but confessed freely, "I am not the Messiah." They asked him, "Then who are you? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" He answered, "No." Finally they said, "Who are you? Give us an answer to take back to those who sent us. What do you say about yourself?" John replied in the words of Isaiah the prophet, "I am the voice of the one calling in the wilderness, make straight the way for the Lord." And that's what John was supposed to do, this make straight the path for Jesus. He was preparing the way for Jesus to come in. Now the Pharisees who had been sent questioned him, "Why then do you baptize if you are not the Messiah, nor Elijah, nor the prophet?" "I baptize with water," John replied, "but among you stands one you do not know. He is the one who comes after me, the straps of whose sandals I am not worthy to untie." This all happened at Bethany on the other side of the Jordan, where John was baptizing. And later, Jesus is actually going to get baptized by John in the very same river, the Jordan River. And that's when, a dove descends upon Jesus' shoulder and a voice of God comes from heaven when Jesus comes up out of the water and says, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." And many people heard it. And that's why it is written in the Bible. All right, a beautiful psalm today of David, a psalm, Psalm 101. I will sing of your love and justice. To you, Lord, I will sing praise. I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? I will conduct the affairs of my house with a blameless heart. I will not look with approval or anything that is vile. I hate what faithless people do. I will have no part in it. The perverse of heart shall be far from me. I will have nothing to do with what is evil. Whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put to silence. Whoever has haughty eyes and a proud heart, I will not tolerate. My eyes will be on the faithful in the land, that they may dwell with me. The one whose walk is blameless will minister to me. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. No one who speaks falsely will stand in my presence. Every morning I will put to silence all the wicked in the land. I will cut off every evildoer from the city of the Lord. And that was Psalm 101, a beautiful psalm of David. I think all the psalms are beautiful. David's psalms are so beautiful. You can tell he just pours his heart out to the Lord. And ending today's Bible reading is Proverbs chapter 14, verses 13 and 14. Proverbs 14:13. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. So true. It's so easy to put on a fake smile or a fake laugh when you're really hiding your true feelings, just to make people think you're happy, but you're really dying inside. And Proverbs chapter 14, verse 14. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good rewarded for theirs. It makes me really upset when I read stuff like that, because My 18-year-old nephew, he just turned 18 in January. He's still in school, still in high school. I always told him about God. And my niece, his sister, believes. I told them about God since they were little. I had my niece more, so she got, to hear more. My other sister had my nephew a lot. And his mom, my sister, does not believe. His stepdad at the time did not believe. And they didn't want the kids to believe. And he gets made fun of. If I put God bless on a card that I send him and stuff, they make fun of him. Anyway, he told me the other day when I was talking to him on the phone that he didn't want me to know. He had been keeping it from me. But I was told about it, so I wanted to find out. And he told me that it's true. He's an atheist. And nothing broke my heart more. You can't make somebody believe, You can't make them believe. I try and try, and he's one of the nicest and kindest, caring people you'd ever meet. He is a really, really good young man, very good young man. He would help anybody. If he wants something, and if I had the money, he would never let me pay for it. He won't take my money. He always asked if you need help with something, even when he was little. But being a good person, ain't gonna, you gotta be saved. You gotta believe. I just would like, if you guys would pray for him, please, that he will find God. His name is Jimmy Myers. Please, please pray for him. Him and his sister, my niece and nephew, have been through a lot of trauma in their lives. All through their lives, basically. And they went through stuff no adult should ever have to go through. And I don't know how they're doing as good as they are. So please pray for Jimmy Myers. And I'm going to go ahead and end there with the prayer request, because to me that is most important right now. Jimmy really needs prayer. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.